Hola. Hola, hola, hola. Ah, para que estoy tratando. ¿Sabes cuál es el mío este? Hola, 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 hola. Ah, me escucho más bajo que con el otro auricular, ¿puede ser? ¿O debe ser algún defecto de este auricular, no?
Hola, hola, hola. Hola, 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 hola. Hola, hola. ¿Está apagado esto ahora?
Hola, hola, hola.
Hola, hola. Hola, hola, hola.
Hola, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3,
Perfecto.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negro, así estamos perfecto, Lo dejamos así y si yo quiero ambiente me saco un auricular.
Hola. Para. Vos cerraste el ambiente y ahora yo no escucho casi nada. A ver, hablamos. Sí, pero recién escuchaba bien y ahora
1,
otra vez.
2, 3. Está cerrado. Siempre
No,
estuvo cerrado el
ya lo sé,
ambiente.
pero recién escuchaba bien. Bueno. Hola, hola, hola. Hola, hola, hola. No, recién cuando me volvieron a conectar escuchaba perfecto, por eso dejé de probar y ahora escucho bajo otra vez. Hola, 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 hola. Hola. Bueno, lo tengo casi al mango, qué sé yo.
Bueno. Bien, señores, estamos de regreso. Momento de presentación olímpica para el conjunto brasileño. Recordamos, 94-92 el triunfo de UniCEUB en tiempo suplementario con un infernal, inolvidable partido.
The 2015 Liga Sudamericana Grand Final moves to Argentina. San Martín de Corrientes looking to force a decisive Game 3. UniCEUB BRB looking to take the title
no
tonight.
solamente un partido despampanante, deslumbrante desde el punto de vista individual, sino encima,
good evening from me, Tim Long, and welcome to Corrientes, Argentina. It's Game 2 of the Grand Final. And if we get anywhere near the amount of drama we had in Game 1, what an evening we're in store for here. What an evening it is for San Martín de Corrientes. The Argentine team, with their players being introduced to the home fans here this evening, playing in the competition for the very first time in their history, hosting their first ever international competition.
Y realmente están por encima del plano individual, de los egos individuales, hacen lo que hizo Guilherme Giovannoni. Cualquier otro en su lugar que quiere ser héroe permanentemente y muchas veces termina siendo villano, tira como sea, faltando tan poco tiempo. Y él tuvo la lectura en tiempo y forma para generar un tiro a pie firme, ¿no?
Concentración, ¿no? Básicamente tiene que ver con la concentración, porque si el jugador no tiene el reloj en la cabeza, no puede dar ese pase extra. Bueno, Guilherme sabía que tenía la posibilidad de descargar al jugador que además les había permitido llegar hasta el momento. Yo quiero sumar a esa jugada a Ronald, que fue el que tomó el rebote ofensivo, ¿no? Fueron 3 jugadores los que...
Siosiari is the key facilitator, 5.4 assists per game in this competition. They all need big performances from those three. You can see them in the starting five there, along with Larry O'Bannon and Mariano Fierro. San Martin had a perfect record at 6-0 before game one of the final. UniCEUB put an end to that undefeated streak for coach Jorge Gonzalez's team. The Argentines topped their first round group at 3-0 and then beat two Brazilian teams, Mogi das Cruzes and Franca, as well as Venezuelans Guayros de Lara in the semi-final round to top that group at 3-0. And UniCEUB BRB coming into the final with a 5-1 record, which did cost them home court advantage against their perfect opponents in this final. So the decisive game, if required, tomorrow would be on this court. They were 2-1 in the first round, losing to Uruguayans Atenas before going 3-0 in their semi-final group, beating two Argentine clubs along the way, Obras Sanitarias and Quilmes de Mar del Plata, as well as beating Uruguayans Melvin. So the stage is set. We are about ready for game two in this three-game series grand final in the 2015 Liga Sudamericana. For San Martin, the Corrientes, it is quite simply must win, do or die. For UniCEUB BRB, they have two opportunities on this court to get the job done and to take their third title in the competition, a title that would tie them level with Argentina's Atenas as the most successful club in tournament history. Well, let's hope we have something quite similar to game one. It was a game that remained close for the vast majority. The stats very even, although the home team UniCEUB did manage to edge field goal percentage 49-44. They edged 3-point percentage 45-35, and they also just nicked the rebounding battle, but only just 39-36. Over the course of the tournament, though, San Martin have a better shooting percentage inside and out than their opponents. They've averaged 86 points per game to UniCEUB's 82.7, although the Brazilians are the better rebounding team, 35.9 a game to San Martin's 31.1. Fine margins, many areas where this game, this final and this trophy can be won and lost. San Martin need to have the performance of their tournament perhaps to force game 3 tomorrow night. The home side, San Martin, in the yellow and black, and the away side from Brazil, UniCEUB, in the blue. And San Martin getting off to a lightning fast start with Miguel Guerrero. UniCEUB's first offensive possession of the game with Chiantia. Fired across to the corner. Thought about the three, did De Cruz, then puts it up for a long two, off the mark. Rebound just about reeled in by Wood in the end. And San Martin looking to stretch their lead at the start. They'll attack strong and inside. Diego Siosiari doubling the advantage to 4. And a quick attack down the other end and a chance at a three-point play for UniCEUB to get on the board. So we had an end to game one that was full of excitement, and we've got a pretty quick, pretty exciting start to game 2. Ronald Race at the line, perfect so far in the tournament. He's only taken 4. I beg your pardon, race 65.5% from the line. Vieira passed off now to Siosiari. Now a chance to drive inside, hang it over the top of the defence for O'Bannon, and a foul. So Larry O'Bannon at the line. 81% from the foul line so far in the tournament. And he gets the first to go there. 13 points, 3 boards, 3 assists and 3 steals in 35 minutes on court in game 1. He's only 5 of 15 from the field though. He'll want to improve on that tonight. San Martin have a 3-point lead. By Balchor to Chiantia. Balchor again. Fulvio Chiantia, shot clock right down to 1. They weren't aware the shot needed to go earlier. From Chiantia, a shot clock violation for UniCEUB. And that continues what has been a positive start for San Martin. Galero. Wood hands it off on the perimeter. O'Bannon back to Wood again. He's the danger man, looking to edge inside here against Race. It's a lovely move right at the end of the shot clock from Jeremiah Wood. San Martin have the lead stretched to 5. And then a turnover as well for UniCEUB. It's the start that the home fans were looking for here in game 2 of the final. And Jeremiah Wood gets going. And they can't get that one though. Giovannoni able to tip it down. UniCEUB attacking inside, another turnover. The contact drawn by Wood. And the Brazilians are rattled at the start here. Foul is on Race. Away from the ball, he was too physical with Jeremiah Wood, whose physical presence is going to have an impact at both ends of the court. Fierro. And he goes towards Wood. Wood looking to spin to the baseline. The foul is on Coimbra. So Wood drawing a couple of fouls, one at either end of the court. Non-shooting foul this time, so San Martin to inbound. Siosiari. Little pivot on the foul line, lays it off and put in off the glass by Vieira. The San Martin lead stretched to 7 now. Balchor. Coimbra moves it on to Cruz. Trying to create some space on the perimeter, fires the pass in towards Chiantia, who couldn't handle it. UniCEUB a little shaken at the moment. The defensive diligence, the effort, the passion, the character being shown at the moment by San Martin. They're forcing those turnovers. Here's Wood. Fierro tried to get inside, couldn't quite finish. Chiantia pulls up for the long 2, off the mark, offensive board though. What a big one that could have been, but they can't make the most of it. And then a foul on half court is on Balchor. It's been a tremendous team start as well for San Martin. 10 points and 2 points apiece for all 5 players on court. Guerreiro trying to double his tally and has a chance to do a little bit more than that. Miguel Guerreiro cutting right through the defense and has a chance at a 3-point play. Quick crossover onto the left hand, spotted the gap and drove to the rim. He's been in tremendous offensive form in this tournament, shooting 65% from downtown, 52% inside, and 75% now from the foul line. Well, what are UniCEUB playing at here? They just cannot get anything going. And it comes to Wood. Fierro moves it on. Wood trying to get free. It comes back to O'Bannon. And there's a foul off the ball. It's an offensive foul. And it's on Fierro. So after a whole heap of UniCEUB turnovers, San Martin turn the ball over themselves and miss the opportunity to stretch the lead. It's a double-digit lead, though, inside of 4 minutes. They couldn't have dreamt of a better start. Jefferson Campos moving it on. Balchor over the top, can't finish. And Siosiari grabs the rebound and moves it on quickly. Guerreiro. Guerreiro, the leading scorer in the game so far with 5. This is O'Bannon. Shot clock down to 5 here as it's moved into Wood. Wood firing it on as he looked to draw the double team. And it's banked in at the buzzer by Fierro. They can't do anything wrong right now. San Martin de Corrientes with a dream start to Game 2 of the 2015 Liga Sudamericana final. The double team was about to come across. Wood fired the pass across. Cool as you like at the end of the shot clock. Banked in by Fierro. Well, San Martin have got 5 points from Guerreiro, 4 from Fierro, and 2 apiece for the other 3 starters, Wood, Siosiari and O'Bannon. And it's Fierro's basket right at the buzzer that forced the timeout from UniCEUB. Talk about a dream start for San Martin. It is a nightmare start for UniCEUB. Balchor moved on by Campos and looking to go off the glass. It's put back up by Coimbra. And the foul called. An 11-0 run at the moment for San Martin. UniCEUB with a chance to end that from the foul line with Andre Coimbra. And the lead is 12 points at the moment, and Coimbra does, for the moment, stop the rot. Can't get them both, though. Wood able to grab the rebound. 11-point San Martin lead at the midway point of the first quarter. How long can they keep this momentum going? Wood spinning towards the baseline, trapped by the double team. Found a way out. Still 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Fierro gets the defender moving. Back out to the perimeter for three. But there was a foot on the line from Siosiari. San Martin turn the ball over, and UniCEUB with a chance perhaps to start building at least a little bit of momentum. Coimbra. Jefferson Campos. Opportunity to shoot the three here, off the mark. San Martin look to come in transition. Guerreiro. Siosiari now onto O'Bannon. O'Bannon pirouetting towards the foul line, has it knocked away, and here come UniCEUB quickly. And the foul called with San Martin trying to get back. Knocked away from O'Bannon, who wanted a foul there. Then there was a foul at the other end, and that was the turnover for San Martin. Foot on the line from Siosiari. The foul is on Siosiari here as well. San Martin leading by 11, 15-4, 4.5 to go in the first, and the officials just making sure that the playing surface is safe to continue. Pass through towards Coimbra, out to the corner, but closing down so quickly was Miguel Guerreiro's energy. Is having an impact on the offensive and defensive ends in this first quarter. Picked off almost again as well. And that energy is infectious. Matteo Bolivar, who's only just come into the game, very nearly coming up with the interception there. Giovannoni looking to back in and go to work here. The veteran over the top, knocks it down. Big basket from a big player. UniCEUB's first field goal in what seems like an eternity. Fired in towards Wood here. Up against Coimbra. Looking for the contact, looking to get the defence in the air. And gets the foul. That's a big physical battle. Coimbra and Wood. Wood misses the first foul shot. Diego da Silva, he moves it on again. Shot clock down to 3 here. They're struggling as they're going towards Coimbra, who puts it in at the buzzer. Diligent defense again from San Martin, but UniCEUB found a way. Back-to-back field goals for them. They've closed the gap to 8. Here comes Jeremiah Wood once more, stopped by Coimbra. Good work from him at both ends of the court. And the long two off the mark. Here comes Giovannoni onto the left hand. Off balance, but banks it in. How about the finish from Guilherme Giovannoni? And 3 quick-fire field goals for UniCEUB, having been on a real drought before that. San Martin's double-digit deficit has been reduced to 6. Here's Wood. Underneath the basket, Fierro's trying to free himself. Back out it goes to Siosiari right at the end of the shot clock. Can't hit the rim. Still a couple of seconds to grab it. And UniCEUB just couldn't get their hands on the ball. Mariano Fierro did. It's going to be San Martin ball. Now it's Bolivar. Close down on the perimeter, moves it on, and thrown away by Siosiari. Pass was off the mark, out to this near side. UniCEUB for the first time in this game too have started to turn the momentum back in their favour. Especially if this goes down, off the mark for Giovannoni. Wood. It's another three this time for San Martin. Nobody can hit from the outside, and here come UniCEUB attacking right down the heart of the defence. Won't go down though for Evandro. Lescano onto Wood. Back to Siosiari. Lescano again. He's looking to try and find Wood. Siosiari moves it on quickly to the corner. And it's another one off the mark from the outside. And here comes the fast break and the big finish for UniCEUB and for Jefferson Campos. And that will bring the timeout for San Martin de Corrientes. A 12-point lead for the hosts has been fizzled down to 4. Jefferson's dunk getting UniCEUB as close as they've been in some time after a disastrous start for them. San Martin will be left really disappointed that they haven't been able to build off that start. It's become a very close game very quickly, despite them creating a double-digit lead around the midway point of the quarter. And it's been picked off by Jefferson, the steal and the finish. And San Martin de Corrientes keep crumbling. It's a one-possession game. What a run now for UniCEUB. Cafarata. And a whistle for a foul off the ball. Diego da Silva and Matias Lescano battling for possession. There was the slip, and there was the punishment. Lescano at the line with UniCEUB over the foul limit in the first quarter. Able to hit. Only 5 of 9 from the foul line in the tournament before that one. Averaging 6.6 points per game. So far he had 14 in game 1 of the final as he misses the second foul shot. UniCEUB aren't taking their foot off the gas here. Down court perhaps a little too quickly. 3-point game, final minute of the first. Lescano. Moved on now to Bolivar. Bolivar looking to drive in across to the near side. Plenty of space to put it up. Still time as well. Short from Georgiev. San Martin having made that lightning fast start and now struggling to find their shots, even though Alexander Georgiev had perhaps too much time and space. It's just not going down for them. And UniCEUB back at the foul line at the other end with Guilherme Giovannoni. A chance to close the gap even further. 11 points, 6 assists and 5 rebounds in 32 minutes on court in game 1 for Giovannoni. He was only 4 of 14 from the field. They want to improve that here today, and he's made a pretty good start. It's a 13-2 run for UniCEUB. Lescano across to the far side. Bolivar. A battle in the low post now. Hook shot. Difficult, won't go. Offensive board tip back. And they still can't get it to go. Is it going to be a third chance opportunity? It is, as Bolivar grabs it. Cafarata. 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Cafarata fouled by... no, it's going to go the other way. Look of bemusement on the face of Enzo Cafarata. There was an offensive foul on Matthias Bortolin. His second. Put up from half court. And what a first quarter we have had. And it's been a first quarter of runs. San Martin on an 11-0 run at one stage to open up a double-digit deficit for UniCEUB, but they responded with a 13-2 run. And it's just a 1-point game at the end of the first. San Martin leading 17-16. Neither team has been able to hit from downtown. 0 of 6 combined from three-point range. UniCEUB now edging themselves ahead in terms of the inside shot. Giovannoni edging himself ahead of Guerleiro as the game's leading scorer. Giovannoni 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Guerleiro 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from the line. Coach Jose Carlos Vidal's team have the edge at the moment in terms of the momentum over the home side and coach Jorge Gonzalez. San Martin take the slenderest of leads into the second quarter, but UniCEUB have found their feet in game 2 of the Liga Sudamericana final, and they're looking for the win that would hand them the trophy. (17-16), the San Martin lead at the start of the second quarter. Now De Silva with a nice little pass off in the paint and a chance at a three-point play for UniCEUB right out of the gates at the start of the second quarter. And a chance to not just take the lead now, but add an extra one. Cipollini with the finish. And UniCEUB from 12 points down have the lead already. And it looks like that momentum from the first quarter is going to continue into the second. San Martin want to put a stop to it as quickly as possible. The three-point play completed by Lucas Cipollini. The UniCEUB lead is 19-17. Caffarata feeds it in towards the paint. There was a foul from behind before the shot. Both teams at the moment with only one starter on the floor. Georgiev drawing the contact there. San Martin will inbound on shooting foul. Liscano. Caffarata. He's going to try for three. It's another miss from the outside, so 0 of 7 in the game. The two teams combined. Here come UniCEUB quickly down court, picked off though, and then a foul on Diego da Silva. Really good intervention from Alexander Georgiev, reading the pass. Da Silva called for his second foul. Caffarata away from the screen, into the paint, driving forward and knocked away from behind by Cipollini. Really turned on the afterburners here, but Cipollini was with him all the way. Still San Martin ball. Caffarata in towards the foul line, further on is Georgiev now, and the foul called underneath the basket. San Martin going to try and score for a third time here. Put up by O'Bannon. In and out that time, and they can't get a fourth chance. Here come UniCEUB. Da Silva. Cipollini. Across to Jefferson. He's going to try the three. High arc. Nothing but net for Jefferson Campos. The first three of the game goes the way of the Brazilians, and they lead by 5. Caffarata. San Martin trying to wrestle back momentum, and what a way to respond. Alexander Georgiev. Back-to-back threes. Giovannoni. Big basket for them because momentum was slipping. Offensive ball for Da Silva and a foul. It's on Larry O'Bannon. Here's the three from Jefferson Campos. After the first 7 attempts in the game had been missed. 2 in a row. Perfect response for San Martin from Alexander Georgiev. Diego da Silva with his first trip to the foul line in the competition. Doubles the advantage to 4. Liscano. O'Bannon going through the gears and going to the glass and finishing strong. Away from the pressure. And the turnover. And defensive work of San Martin, looking to trap UniCEUB high up the court. It's an even game now. We've had a big momentum swing both ways. And it's a turnover now for San Martin. That 3 absolutely vital for Alexander Georgiev. UniCEUB would stretch their lead to 5. And there's another turnover here. They keep turning the ball back and forth between the two ends. Giovannoni, the guilty man that time. Just threw out the left arm a bit. Caffaretta. Wood against Cipollini. Finds a way out. Just about clinging on was Georgiev and then falling to the paint. Both teams struggling to protect the ball at the moment. Evandro across to the corner. Giovannoni looking to drive down the baseline. There's the bounce pass. There's the nice finish from Cipollini. Caffaretta. Wood coming to set the screen. Caffaretta going around away from Cipollini. Picked off brilliantly for UniCEUB and then taken back as well by Larry O'Bannon. It's the kind of defensive effort you need here in the final. San Martin looking to edge themselves closer, and they do. The basket from Georgiev, who's having an impact. Derek Evandro across to Giovannoni, picked off. They'll tie the game here. Matthias Lascano puts it in. Well, now we really do have an even game here in the second quarter. Derek Evandro. Cipollini for three. Off the mark and tipped back in. Eight points now for Giovannoni. Georgiev back to O'Bannon. Georgiev for three. Can't hit that time. Giovannoni able to grab it. Approaching the midway point of the second quarter, and a foul as UniCEUB were looking to attack the paint. Well, the first quarter was all about the runs. The second quarter has all been about two big South American heavyweights going toe-to-toe, blow for blow. And they're feeling the emotions on the bench, in the stands and on the court right now. Jefferson, there's another three on here. They knock that one down. UniCEUB finding their range. And they lead by 5 again. Cipollini has 8 points. Wood across to the near side. Can they respond again here? Off the mark and off balance was O'Bannon. UniCEUB coming forward now with Jefferson. Looking for back-to-back threes. Banked in. Cipollini. And UniCEUB have their largest lead of the game. And look at the bench scoring at the moment. UniCEUB showing their strength and depth. San Martin now looking to show their heart, looking to show their fight, looking to show their character. And that one good for Matthias Lascano. And then a foul as well. As UniCEUB looked to come up court quickly. Cipollini getting the fortunate bounce that time. Giantia back into the game. UniCEUB had the largest lead of the game. And trying to reel them back in. San Martin now the offensive board, and Jeremiah Wood puts it in off the glass. Makes it a one-possession game again. Cipollini. Enrique de Cruz and now Giovannoni. Giovannoni for three. Can't finish. They're looking for a tip again. Offensive board back in off the glass. Impressive strong play from Enrique de Cruz. O'Bannon And it goes by Fierro. No look pass down the baseline towards Jeremiah Wood. Back out to the perimeter again. Almost knocked away, and it is. Here comes Evandro for the finish. The UniCEUB lead by 7 again and tie the largest lead of the game. And the star of game 1 is having an impact now on game 2. The steal from Derek Evandro. And then able to come away and lay it up and in for an UniCEUB 7-point lead. It really is a quite crucial few minutes before the half-time interval now. San Martin having had a double-digit advantage, and UniCEUB now seeking out their first double-digit advantage of the game, leading by 7. And the home team, who need to win here this evening, need to make sure perhaps that doesn't happen. They'll go for the 3 off the back of the timeout. No good. Offensive, or at defensive board rather, for Chiantia. The two-time champions now looking more composed, but turn the ball over. Cipollini, the guilty man, underneath the basket. Right in the centre of the paint there, Cipollini, committing the offensive foul. Fierro trying to move it on to Wood. It was picked off and read really well by Enrique de Cruz. Chiantia. Here's Evandro, taking his time now. Final 3 minutes of the half. Evandro between the legs. Crossover onto the left hand. Bounce pass to Chiantia, who does a bit of window shopping. Just hangs it high off the glass and gets the foul as well. Fulvio Chiantia with the finish, and now with the and one. And the lead for UniCEUB has grown to double figures for the first time in the game. And by Galero, back in towards Wood in the centre, knocked away. Giovannoni comes up with the ball. Chiantia. Giovannoni. Chiantia comes to take the ball. Moves it on to Giovannoni again. 5 seconds left on the shot clock as he just throws it off the glass. And well, if that one had gone down, he has to earn them from the line instead. A chance to move onto double figures for Guillermo Giovannoni. He'll be the first player to hit that milestone in the game so far. 3 of 5 from the field and 2 of 2 from the foul line. He's got 6 boards as well here in the first half, on course for a double-double already. Makes no mistake with the first. 16.1 points per game, 6.9 boards, 3.3 assists, 1.3 steals across the course of the tournament. Showing the same kind of numbers that saw him take the MVP award in 2013 and in 2010. As UniCEUB won titles, they're looking to get there again here this evening. Fierro on the turn knocks it down, and San Martin have other ideas. Chiantia. What about the three? Goes on to Giovannoni, and a travel called. So UniCEUB turn the ball over. And with 100 seconds or so of the first half to play, San Martin have been given the opportunity to head into the break with their heads held high. Let's see if they can reduce this deficit with Fierro high off the glass. Back-to-back field goals for him. And it is a single-digit game again. Now the defensive intensity picks up as well. Chiantia. Through the legs, left hand, then right. Being harassed all the way. 10 left to shoot. Across to Cipollini, driving against Wood, had it knocked away, and San Martin scrambling to try and gather possession. Disappointed they were unable to do so. And the timeout call, there's only a couple of seconds on the shot clock. The hustle play here from Siorciari. The timeout called. We've got a big finish to a big first half here in Argentina. Now, Coach Gonzalez's team will not give up without a fight, that is for sure. UniCEUB, though, edging closer and closer to a third title in the Liga Sudamericana. There's still a long, long way to go. Still the potential for many twists and turns, especially given what happened in game one. A big minute or so remaining in the first half here. Chiantia in towards Giovannoni, and they throw it up right at the end. Shot clock violation. Off the back of the timeout, they weren't able to get the quick shot that they wanted. San Martin can make it even closer now. What an opportunity this is to go in at the break within touching distance of UniCEUB. Fierro inbounding. Siorciari into Wood, who's fouled by Cipollini. Hasn't quite been able to have the big effect on this game yet, Jeremiah Wood, that he has over the course of the tournament. Has a chance to add to his 5 points from the foul line. He's only taken 2 shots from the field, hit them both. 3 rebounds and a couple of assists in the first half as well. It's some way beneath his averages. 18.7 points, 8.1 boards, 3.6 assists and 2 steals over the course of the tournament. Offensive board off that missed foul shot, but they can't get it for the extra 2. Chiantia, final minute now of the half. I've got a problem with the ball. 7-point UniCEUB lead. Both teams have been down by double figures. Both refuse to allow the other to get away. It comes from De Cruz. Giovannoni onto Chiantier, almost had it picked off. Forced back over centre court. Sorciari hassling him all the way. And they do force the turnover. And Fulvio Chiantier is not happy about it at all. Nor is the coach. Sorciari waiting for a bit of movement. Sorciari picks it up again. He's going to go from the perimeter here. Off the mark. Woods battling for the offensive board. We're able to save it on the baseline. Comes fortuitously to Bolivar. Final few seconds here. Thrown up. Rather speculatively, and Wood trying to grab it underneath the basket as it's knocked away out of bounds. We've got 5 left on the shot clock. 11.5 left in the half. And they've changed those. Now just 3 left to shoot for San Martin. They'll get the ball in quickly. Fierro. And the foul called. Mariano Fierro looking for the quick catch and shoot. UniCEUB feeling things aren't going their way towards the end of the first half. Enrique de Cruz takes a seat, and Mariano Fierro finds himself at the line with a chance to close the gap, and misses the first. At 8 points in game 1, 4 of 8 from the field. It's only his second miss from the foul line in the tournament so far, and he's missed both of them. So Fierro blowing some big foul shots that would have got San Martin within 5. 5 seconds to shoot for UniCEUB at the end of the half now. Back out to Jefferson for 3. Off the mark at the half-time buzzer. What a first half it's been. What a game and a half it's been so far in this final series. Both teams have had double-digit leads, but they go in at the break. Very close in a game that San Martin have to win. They trail by 7, 35-42. Against UniCEUB BRB. Leading scorer in the game so far is the veteran Giovannoni. 10 points off 3 of 5 from the field, 7 rebounds as well in that first half. And there's the breakdown of the scoring of the first couple of quarters. Huge scoring quarter for UniCEUB to get that 7-point advantage. They were up double figures in the second. San Martin have been up double figures in the first, but were quickly reeled back in by a 13-2 UniCEUB run. The home side led by the 8 points of Fierro at the moment. They've had 6 from Wood and 5 apiece from Georgiev and from Golero. UniCEUB led by those 10 from Giovannoni. Have in fact also had 10 from Cipollini. I beg your pardon, I missed that. 4 of 5 from the field is Cipollini for his 10 points. And they have 7 as well from Jefferson. Do join us for the second half in around 10 minutes time. At the break, it's San Martin de Corrientes 35, UniCEUB BRB 42. Welcome back to Corrientes. The second half of the second game of the Liga Sudamericana 2015 final is about to begin. And they're certainly enjoying hosting their first ever international competition, aren't they, here in Corrientes in Argentina. Entertainment on the court at all times for the fans. And it has been a very entertaining game so far, a close game as we get ready to start the third quarter. UniCEUB, BRB leading by 7, and very much have got one hand on the trophy now, having taken game 1 in overtime 94-92. They lead 42-35 as we get ready to start the third quarter here in game 2. The Brazilians led by 2 players on 10, Giovannoni, the captain, and Cipollini, who've both performed very well indeed in the first half. Giovannoni 7 rebounds as well to close in on a double-double. San Martin with 8 points from Fierro, 6 from Jeremiah Wood there. He'll want to do more in the second half. 24 points in game 1, as well as 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals and a block. But so far in game 2, just 6 points, 3 boards and 2 assists for Wood. Lescano, the captain there, has 5 points, as does Georgiev. And Guerreiro on 5 as well for the hosts. San Martin to Corrientes in their first ever appearance in the competition. At the moment, look like they're going to fall just short. But they've been able to reel it back to that single-digit margin again. And having trailed by double figures in the second quarter, they'll be delighted with the position they find themselves in now, but having led by double figures in the first quarter, they'll be ever so disappointed that they let that lead slip ever so quickly. And they raced into a double-digit lead. I think they were 15-3 ahead. And an 11-0 run to get them there. And then UniCEUB went on a 13-2 run themselves, and very quickly, very suddenly, that San Martin advantage evaporated. Final words from the 2 head coaches before these 2 sets of players go back into battle. Coach Jorge Gonzalez for San Martin and Coach Jose Carlos Vidal for UniCEUB. Great team spirit at San Martin. They come here as underdogs, as a team looking to make history in their first appearance in the competition. And their captain Matias Lescano said it was a bittersweet game for them at the end of game 1, because they lost, but they left the court convinced that they had what it takes to win the whole thing. They've certainly kept up with UniCEUB, and they're looking to get a bit closer at the start of the second half, but can't finish. Chantia looking to stretch UniCEUB's lead. Giovannoni looking to back in onto the right hand, can't get it to drop, and here comes San Martin again. There's the quick pass, no good, and the tip no good either. They just can't get it to go, San Martin. And they really should have got themselves within 5. Cipollini looking for Giovannoni. San Martin able to come away with the ball again. Siorciari onto Wood now, who hangs it over the top. They have Cipollini. That's a quick fire start to the second half for him. Balchor. And the foul called as he was looking to drive underneath the hoop. It's on Fierro. Still no score yet in the third quarter as Giantia gets set to inbound to Giovannoni. Up against Jeremiah Wood. Let's see if UniCEUB can get going in the third. Giovannoni robbed of the ball. San Martin looking to come down court quickly, and the foul called. Fierro trying to skip away and was looking for the big finish. And there's a whistle on the play again. Giovannoni doing his best to stop Fierro. Call for the reach in there. Foul before the shot, so second on Giovannoni, and San Martin will inbound. Down by 5 after that basket from Wood. Onto the corner, they'll try and close the gap to 2. Off the mark, Wood comes up with an offensive board but steps on the line. UniCEUB shooting a much better percentage from the field, but their lead is only 5 points. They'll try and stretch it to 8. That one's short from the corner. Both teams have struggled from downtown. A little handoff underneath the basket as Siosiari was looking for Fierro. He wasn't expecting it. Those two not quite on the same wavelength. And a bit of frustration brewing from the crowd in Corrientes. Cipollini stripped to the ball by Jeremiah Wood, who's looking to go all the way for the thunderous finish. Wood feeling it from the crowd. And looking to generate even more energy in this building as San Martin look to spark a comeback in the third quarter. Cipollini moves it on to Evandro. The foul called and banked in by Lucas Cipollini. Well, Cipollini's having a fine game too. And he's the leading scorer in the game now. Rode a couple of challenges from a couple of angles. And that was a response to the big finish of Jeremiah Wood. And Cipollini completes the three-point play and now has 13 to lead all scorers in the game. Six-point lead again. Lescano. Onto Wood. Up against Giovannoni. Into the left hand, right, almost lost the ball. Able to gather it behind his back and finds a fantastic pass. So Wood has started the third quarter with 2 field goals and an assist. I just wondered how long it would be until Jeremiah Wood really got going. It's Derek Evandro. He's going to stop for the 3 and just knock it down. Evandro from the outside, and UniCEUB are keeping San Martin at bay. Here's the big man again, looking to go to work. Backing in and draws the contact from Cipollini. And they're looking to find Jeremiah Wood each and every time now. And he's looking to take control. There's a technical foul being called here. And San Martin at the line with Matias Lescano, the captain. Cipollini hit with a technical. After being called for the foul on Jeremiah Wood initially. Lascano missing the resultant foul shot, but San Martin still with possession. Game 2 of the 2015 Liga Sudamericana Grand Final is really starting to heat up. The officials have to try and keep a lid on things. Emotions running high right now. Siosiari. And again onto Jeremiah Wood. Here's Fierro. Back out to the perimeter. And a foul called once more. Arthur Bauchor gets called for the contact this time. Guerreiro started the game well, but has struggled since and turns the ball over there. All 5 of his points coming in the opening couple of minutes. Derek Evandro. Into his right hand. Tried to move the ball to Ronald Reis and then given away straight away by San Martin. Here's Evandro for 3. Yes! Got it! Derek Evandro with another one from the outside. And the star of game 1 starting to take over in game 2. Here's San Martin's quick fire response. Miguel Guerreiro gets his first score since the opening few minutes of the game. And Evandro stopping and popping and knocking it down for 3. The slip there from Chiantia looked a painful one. He's thankfully been able to pick himself up and carry on, and looks to be moving okay. Chiantia fires it into the low post. Ronald Reis unable to hit over the top of Wood, and there's the quarterback pass all the way down court. Fierro has double figures. And I think San Martin saying that the court needs a bit of attention here. Derek Evandro, though, that huge game back in Brazil with 28 points. And now really starting to catch fire here in Argentina as well. Evandro with 8 points and 2 3-pointers in this third quarter. UniCEUB's lead is 6, midway point of the third. Back out to the perimeter, they look for another 3. Long this time it was from Enrique de Cruz. Lightning fast down court, coast to coast goes Diego Siosiari. San Martin are on the hunt. The gap closed to 4. Chiantia out to the corner. Is there a foot on the line there? It's a travel. And a turnover for UniCEUB. And listen to the crowd now. Look at the acceleration here from Siosiari. And then the travel called as Enrique de Cruz looked to drive down the baseline. Wood. He'll step in, back to Wood on the baseline! Unplug the photocopier because there's a big jam. Jeremiah Wood is in the house. San Martin within 2. Almost coming up with a turnover again. And they have done here. It's Fierro to tie the game. Down double figures. San Martin. in a must-win, do-or-die game get level. And the title hopes still burn bright for the men in yellow. UniCEUB forced to call timeout. The big dunk from Jeremiah Wood, who's been the spark plug in the third quarter. And then the steal on half court. And the finish from Fierro, who's been the most consistent scorer throughout for the home team. Big players coming up with big plays at a big time for San Martin de Corrientes. Well, Jeremiah Wood leads the way in scoring now for San Martin. In fact, the last basket from Fierro has tied him level with Wood. Both players have 12 points. Wood 5 of 5 from the field. Fierro 6 of 10. And they've been the two to contribute to that 19-9 run since a couple of minutes at the end of the first half. Evandro, that's the long two off the side of the backboard. And UniCEUB have lost all their rhythm right now. San Martin looking to take a lead. Fierro. Lescano. And now they'll look to attack from the foul line. A travel called against Galero. Galero called for his third turnover. It will suck a little bit of momentum away from the home team right now. Galero taking the extra step. Jefferson Campos driving in and finishing and restoring the lead for UniCEUB. Final 3 minutes of the third. Siosiari looking to meander his way right through the heart of the defense and gets the contact on the way. Diego Siosiari with a chance at a three-point play and a chance to give San Martin the lead from double digits down. Don't discount his part in this run in the third quarter. And he had that tremendous coast-to-coast, lightning-fast blitz of a basket a few minutes earlier. And now a chance at the three-point play. Only averages 6.7 points a game in the tournament so far. He won't complete the three-point play, but he's got 8 points already this evening, the number 8. And he'll take a seat. Great contribution from Siosiari. We're neck and neck at 53. Final 3 minutes of the third. Jefferson Campos on to Evandro. Derek Evandro moving it on to Ronald Race. Back out to Evandro again. Steps back for the three. Derek Evandro has 3 threes in the third quarter. And he now has double figures in the game. Offensive board for San Martin. Bolivar over to the far side. Bolivar again. 7 left to shoot now. Bolivar getting inside. Blocked off by 3 blue shirts. Wood trying to come up with it. Has to just put it up. Shot clock violation. Jeremiah Wood wasn't aware and went for the extra pass. Bolivar not left with the time to get the shot away. Derek Evandro. What a performance from downtown in game 1. 7 of 9 from three-point range to lead UniCEUB to that game 1 victory. He was pretty quiet in the first half, but he's lit up the third quarter. 3 of 4 from downtown, 11 points. Here's Evandro again. Race getting inside from Evandro's pass, but he couldn't quite connect. 3 assists as well already for Evandro. That's 7 in that game 1 win. He's a young player with a great deal of talent and a great deal of potential. Derek Evandro, just 21 years of age. Talk about him perhaps making the Brazil team for the Olympics on home soil next year as well. Onto the corner for San Martin. The 3 is long, and Arthur Balchor able to grab it. Knocked away and turned over. Derek Evandro called for the turnover. He is in the spotlight in this final. A chance to press his claim for a place in that Brazil team. Certainly did that in game 1. Starting to do it here in game 2. Here he goes again. Onto the corner. The 3 off the mark for Jefferson. Rebound for Wood. Final minute of the third quarter coming up. Cafarata stepping inside. Wood moves it on to Guerreiro. Guerreiro with the spin move. They'll take on the 3 to tie the game. Just short. Derek Evandro on to Jefferson Campos. Jefferson across to the corner. De Silva driving down the baseline, squeezes it through to Ronald Race, and he puts the finishing touches on it. Guerreiro. Move through Georgiev across to the far side. And a turnover for San Martin after a really impressive comeback in this third quarter. They've started to let it slip a bit now. We're down by 7 at the start of the third. And they were able to edge themselves ahead here. And they've gone down by 5 again. It looks like just a couple of seconds differential between shot and game clock at the end of the third. You can see there San Martin no score since 3 minutes remaining in this quarter. And there's almost no differential here. UniCEUB perhaps looking to hold it for the final shot of the third. Taking their time at the moment. Diego de Silva gets the defense up in the air, falling away. Difficult shot won't go, but forced back in by Ronald Race. And right at the buzzer as well. Fantastic finish to the third for UniCEUB. And for Ronald Race, who got a couple of baskets late on. And San Martin suffocated in the final 3 minutes of the third. Trail by 7 again. 53-60 in UniCEUB BRB's favour. A really close third quarter between these two there. San Martin just edging it. Well, looks like they've changed the score there. It was a 7-point differential. Now that's showing 5. I'll clarify that for you at the start of the final quarter. Here's Coach Gonzalez. Here's a look at that final basket. Ronald Race, the player underneath here, squeezing it back in. Well, they have counted it. And those score graphics we saw at the end of the third had the deficit at 5 for San Martin. It is in fact 7, as I first thought. And the same that it was at half time, so all of San Martin's good work in the third quarter coming to nothing in the end. They let it slip over the final few minutes, didn't score in those final 3 minutes of the third. Chiantia trying to thread it through. It was kicked by Bortolin. Could be the final quarter of the tournament here as Arthur Belcher puts it in. And from the outside as well, UniCEUB have a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. Driving down the line, handing it off. They can't squeeze it in with Bortolin, and then they pick it up and get it to go at the second attempt with Georgiev. San Martin just can't afford to let UniCEUB get away here. The Brazilians looking to kill it. Race just called for his 4th foul. UniCEUB may have to finish the game without him. He's going to have to be careful now. Lescano, now Cafferata for 3, and there's a foul called on the 3-point shot of Enzo Cafferata. Well, every play on the defensive and offensive end, every foul shot, every action almost in this fourth quarter now is going to be so important for San Martin, and that's a big break for them. The foul by Chiantia just catching the elbow of Cafferata, who has 2 more big foul shots coming. Cool as you like with the first 2. Didn't score in game 1. 6 scoreless minutes, missed both of his shots in the game. He gets all 3 from the line. And they're his first 3 points here in this final series. He was 0 of 3 from the field tonight before taking that trip to the foul line. Look at the encouragement in the stands and on the bench. San Martin within 4. And the ball's been turned over by Chiantia. He's looking a bit bemused at some of the calls at the moment. Fulvio Chiantia also at some of his own actions. It wasn't a turnover, it was a foul. That's the 4th on Bertolin. Chiantia to Jefferson. Jefferson looking to escape and burst towards the rim, hands it off. And the foul called. Jefferson turning on the afterburners. Diego da Silva with a trip to the foul line here. Diego da Silva hitting the first. His first trip to the foul line in the tournament came in the first half, and that is second. Caparata across to the far side. It is good, right on the money for San Martin when they have little room for error. And 3-pointer good for Bolivar. And they close the gap to 3. Balcho knocked away and out of bounds by Bortolin. Well, let's just hope that this goes to a decisive game 3, because it has been tremendous entertainment over the course of the first 2 games. We just want to see more of it. San Martin still have plenty of work to do here this evening. They have to overturn this deficit and get the win. We've had 2 tremendously close games in this Liga Sudamericana Grand Final. Matias Lescano has earned himself a trip to the line and a chance to make it just a 1-point final. Missed a couple from the line already here this evening, 1 of 3 before this trip, and he misses one there as well, and they're looking for the offensive board. And the foul was called on Georgiev. So Lescano just 2 of 5 from the foul line. And foul called underneath on Georgiev. Oh, picked off by Lescano. That's the way to make amends. 3-on-1 here. Lescano onto the left hand, torching the defence. San Martin have tied level in the 4th quarter. Jefferson trying to escape the attentions of the defence. Onto the left hand, looking to move closer to the paint. Back out to Otto Balcho, who steps away, misses the shot, and now a chance for San Martin to take the lead. Final 7 minutes. Lescano driving inside, looking for the pass, knocked away, out of bounds, still San Martin ball. Lescano coming up with the steal at one end, and then going all the way to finish strong. And getting San Martin level again in this do-or-die game. Lescano moved on by Georgiev. Back to Georgiev for the 3. Off the mark. And then the foul called. Derek Evandro bringing the ball over half court, being tracked all the way. San Martin have worked so hard this evening. And they've got to continue to work hard for another 6.5 minutes. Derek Evandro going one way, then the other. That's the long 2. Can't hit this time. And here comes San Martin on the charge. Caparata moving it on to Lescano. Caparata off the mark with the mid-range 2, and they've done so well to get level, they just can't seem to edge themselves ahead at the moment. And the foul called on Matias Bortolin. That's his 5th, and it's also the team's 5th. So UniCEUB able to go straight to the foul line, and that's a huge blow for San Martin with still 6 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. We're over the foul limit. We've got a big grandstand finish on our hands here on livebasketball.tv, that's for sure. Marta Balchor's got a couple of big foul shots on his hands. And this is the first. Only 8 of 14 from the foul line coming into tonight's game. And this is his first trip to the line this evening. Points in 24 minutes. In game one, he was 8 of 11 from the field, Balchor, and he misses both foul shots here. He's only got 2 points here this evening. San Martin have another chance to take the lead. Georgiev then moved on by Guerreiro. Cafarata receives it back, puts it up for the long three. It's wide of the mark. Guerreiro able to save it though. They'll try another three, in and out that time. The tip no good either. They're battling for the board. Wood comes away with it and then draws the contact, and Jeremiah Wood will have a chance from the foul line to give San Martin a lead. I talked about their heart and their character and their effort through this game. Well, that one play there summed it all up. And they are battling until the bitter end, and Jeremiah Wood with a couple of foul shots to help get them ahead. And this is the first. If they can get ahead and keep themselves ahead, then they can hopefully make sure this isn't the end for them. Forcing that game 3 tomorrow, that's the aim. And Jeremiah Wood gives them the slenderest of edges. They lead UniCEUB by 1. Ronald Race. There's contact off the ball. It's an offensive foul on Enrique de Cruz. UniCEUB turn it over. Right in front of the referee. Little push to the chest of Miguel Guerreiro, who certainly made sure the referee saw it. Here's Guerreiro. Still San Martin ball as it's knocked away. Wood looking back to the perimeter, picked off by Jefferson Campos. They'll go for the three, UniCEUB, and they will nail the three to get themselves back ahead. Still thoughts of the title. And Derek Evandro has 4 from the outside now. Guerreiro inside, back out to the perimeter. They'll try and answer back with a 3 of their own. Short. Here comes Derek Evandro again. Evandro away, across to the far side. Giovanoni looking to back in now and go to work now, the captain. Over the top of the defence. What a finish that is from Guilherme Giovanoni, and UniCEUB have found their second wind. Evandro with his 4th 3 of the second half. Giovanoni with a tremendously accurate fadeaway. get ready for a nail-biting final few minutes. And the question is, will it be the final few minutes of the 2015 Liga Sudamericana? Or can San Martin force an extra game here tomorrow night? They trail now by 4, having narrowly edged themselves ahead. Almost picked off, and it was by Evandro. What an excellent piece of defensive work that is from the 21-year-old. He's doing it at both ends now. Evandro with the pass onto Reis, who'll put it in off the glass. And UniCEUB stretched the lead to 6. Edgy times these now for San Martin. And running out of time, Guerreiro. There's the pass on to Jeremiah Wood for the big dunk. Blow from Wood. UniCEUB trying to find the knockout blow. The lead is a slender one still. Evandro from the outside again. Too long this time. Only his second miss from the outside all game. Into Wood it goes again. He's fouled straight away by Enrique de Cruz and by Ronald Reis, a combination of the two. Wood leading the way for San Martin on 15 points. Foul was called from behind, I think, on Reis. The first one just bouncing in off the front rim for Jeremiah Wood. Each and every point could be critical come the end of this game too. And he misses the second one. A bit of pressure from San Martin, almost coming up with a turnover. They're able to pull out of that pressure, and they're able to get the free layup. UniCEUB looking for the killer blow. They lead by 5. Guerreiro going to get away from Reis. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Lescano off the mark. Rebound for UniCEUB. Final 3 minutes. Giantia is fouled by Guerreiro. And just the thought starting to creep in that this trophy, this tournament, this final is now starting to slip away from San Martin. There's still plenty of time. Look at that three-point shooting though. Disappointing from both teams, but shocking from San Martin. 2 of 19 from downtown. Difficult to win a game with those numbers. And at the moment it's costing them. That one won't count for Ronald Reis, as he put it back in after the missed foul shot. Reis offers mark quickly. He doesn't get the points, and he's called for the foul, and he fouls out of game 2. And feels a little hard done by. That's a foul that sends San Martin straight to the line as well. More clutch foul shots for Jeremiah Wood. And another miss for Jeremiah Wood. And that makes it just 4 of 9 from the foul line for him this evening. And make it just 40% from the foul line. They turn it over straight away. UniCEUB out of bounds off Giantia. And how costly that could be. Six-point UniCEUB lead, 2.5 minutes to play. Can San Martin come up with a lifeline? Fierro. Ciorciari. Moved on by Guerreiro. Lescano puts it up and puts it in. 4-point game. They're looking to force the turnover again. San Martin looking to tighten the screw. UniCEUB closing in on the title. Final 2 minutes. Chiantia. Cipollini setting the screen. Away and out of bounds still, UniCEUB ball. And San Martin desperate to come up with a defensive stop here. They don't want a 6 or 7 point deficit in the final 2 minutes. Chiantia. Shot clock is down to 5 here. Just a couple of seconds to shoot. Chiantia forced away, and it's a shot clock violation, is it? Well, they may have called the foul. That would be an absolute disaster for San Martin. Well, was Chiantia aware of how little time there was remaining? Didn't look like he was going to get the shot away at all, did it? He wasn't looking at the shot clock. He gets the contact. Well, it's a tantalising finish to Game 2 of this Liga Sudamericana final. And the destination of the trophy really still hangs in the balance. UniCEUB edging their way closer and closer. There's a big call. And it goes the way of San Martin, I think. It does. The home side get the call. Shot clock violation against UniCEUB. They were looking to see if there was a foul. Wood. Lescano into Wood again. Wood going to work, surrounded by blue shirts, almost lost it, came up with it. There's the three. Ciorciari. Yes! Diego Ciorciari keeps San Martin's title dreams alive. It's a 1 point game. What a finish again. Final 75 seconds. Evandro going through the gears and finishing cool as you like. Big finish from the 21-year-old. 3 point game as we approach the final minute. That shot won't go. Wood comes up with a big rebound though, and then gets hit. And Jeremiah Wood will go back to the line again, having only hit 4 of 10 so far. Ciorciari knocked that one down from the outside, and had he missed it, that might have been that. As far as San Martin's title hopes are concerned, what a response it was from Derek Evandro. Wood off the mark again from the foul line, just hasn't got it going. Before tonight, shooting 64% from the foul line. Tonight, just 4 of 11. And he does get that one to go. No foul called against Evandro. He was able to get on the ball now. Final minute. 2 point game. UniCEUB ball. They'll try and run the clock down as much as possible here with Chiantia. Chiantia with 5 seconds to work with. Finds the pass inside. And it looked like it was going to be a simple finish for Cipollini, but he'll have to earn it from the line instead. Great play from Chiantia, just waiting and waiting. And then that second man came across. Cipollini made the cut to the basket and gets a couple of foul shots. A couple of foul shots that could edge the title closer into UniCEUB possession. Cipollini misses the first. It remains a 2-point UniCEUB lead, and significantly it will remain a one-possession game. And Cipollini misses both, and San Martin able to come up with the ball. What a finish to game 2 of the Liga Sudamericana final. It's game 1 all over again. Wood back to the perimeter, moved on by Lascano. Fierro, back it goes to Guerreiro. Fierro again. Can't finish. Cipollini grabs the rebound, couldn't handle it though. Giovannoni able to get on it, and then a foul. And there'll be more clutch free throws for UniCEUB. If they can make their foul shots here, then the title is theirs. Foul by Siori to stop the clock. UniCEUB right down the other end to shoot the foul shots with Chiantia. He's not the man you want to foul. 92% foul shot shooter. Over the course of the tournament, drains the first, and this is the big one, which would make it a 2-possession game again. And Chiantia makes absolutely no mistake. The coolest man in the arena. And those clutch foul shots have UniCEUB within touching distance of the title again. Timeout called with 20 seconds remaining. Well, San Martin de Corrientes playing in this tournament for the first ever time have taken the two-time champions UniCEUB BRB to the brink in both game 1 and game 2. It looks at the moment like they're just going to fall short in their pursuit of the title. Foul by Chiantia. As soon as Siori was able to receive the pass. Siori 8 of 8 from the foul line coming into tonight's game, but he's missed his only one this evening. Able to hit that one. And they'll be left kicking themselves, I think, San Martin, if they lose this. Looking at their free throw shooting percentage, just 50% as a team. Siori doing his part now, though, having missed that earlier one. Makes it a 2-point game. And it's another timeout here in this edgy finish to the Liga Sudamericana final. Coach Jose Carlos Vidal and UniCEUB BRB are closing in on their third title.
Jogo!
In the 20th year of the Liga Sudamericana, UniCEUB looking to win their 3rd title this decade. San Martin trying desperately to stop them and make a piece of history of their own by winning this tournament in their first ever appearance in it. There's got to be a foul here, surely. No, they're putting the pressure on Giovannoni. And then there is a foul with, I think, about 11 seconds remaining. And they were looking to try and force the turnover initially. And Artur Balcho, the player who's been fouled, only 8 of 14 from the line for 57% coming into tonight's game. He's missed both of his foul shots here this evening as well. They just need one miss to have a chance to take it to overtime. Artur Balcho gets the first to go. Now this is the huge one. This is the one that could hand them the title. Missed his first 2. Will he hit his next 2? No, there's the miss. And there's the rebound for Jeremiah Wood. They've got 8 seconds to get it up court. They need the 3. And it's off the mark and there was a foul. The foul on Derek Evandro. He can't believe it. Evandro, the leading scorer in the game for UniCEUB, the star of game 1, the star of the second half of game 2, has given the chance to Matias Lescano at the foul line. The first is good for Lescano. What a blockbuster of a finish here to game 2. Matias Lescano has no room for error and hits the second, and this one would tie the game. The captain, cool as you like. Matias Lescano hits 3 of 3 from the foul line and gets San Martin level, and they are still breathing in the Liga Sudamericana. UniCEUB just can't put them to bed. The quick pass, the quick turn and shot with the foul. And he wasn't too far away from making it as well. There was hands on the lower back from Evandro. And Matias Lescano hitting all 3 with pinpoint precision. UniCEUB with the timeout for coach Jose Carlos Vidal to try and draw up a play that could win them the title. For San Martin, it's all hands to the pump defensively for 5.9 seconds. 5.9 seconds stands between San Martin and a game 3, between UniCEUB and the title. Giovannoni with the ball in his hands, draws the double team, back to Evandro, bang! The title won by Derek Evandro, who does it for the 2nd game in a row in the Liga Sudamericana Grand Final. Derek Evandro writes the headlines again. The 3-pointer to win it in game 1. The 3-pointer to win it in game 2. Evandro's 5th from the outside this evening, after going 7 of 9 from 3-point range in game 1. Now there was 0.1 seconds remaining when he knocked it down. Quite a remarkable finish. Derek Evandro, the 21-year-old who said he had the game of his life in game one, has just done it again. It's party time for UniCEUB BRB. And Derek Evandro to finish on 19 points to overtake Jeremiah Wood. And he'll finish as the leading scorer again. 19 in game two after 28 in game one. And the vast majority of those all coming in the second half for Evandro. And for San Martin de Corrientes, what a chance they got to tie it with those 3 foul shots from Matias Lescano. And UniCEUB having those 5.9 seconds off the timeout, getting the 3-point shot for Evandro. And the officials have got plenty of sorting out to do here. San Martin de Corrientes did have a timeout remaining. And I think they're looking at the clock here. And San Martin believing perhaps that they should have still had a chance for a catch and shoot. As dramatic a finish as you could have hoped for in game one, perhaps even more dramatic in game two. Well, nobody's leaving, that's for sure. The first time they've ever seen their team in a competition like this, away from the Argentine National League, and well, they have got themselves a chance still, but it's the slenderest of chances. Well, San Martin de Corrientes will quite literally fight until the final split second. They're in need of a miracle right now. UniCEUB more than within touching distance of the trophy. They have both hands on it. San Martin is still just hoping that they can somehow wrestle it away from the grasp of the Brazilians. They've been given this ultimate lifeline. There you see Derek Evandro, 19 points, 5 of 8 from downtown, including the one that looks to have handed them the title again. But San Martin were able to use that timeout. And they have this one final roll of the dice, 0.4 they've put on the clock. They just got to have a catch and shoot from downtown to try and tie. They get it away. Oh my word, how close was that? And now UniCEUB can celebrate the title. So close for Mateo Bolivar and for San Martin de Corrientes. But it's Brazilian bliss in Argentina. UniCEUB, Liga Sudamericana champions for a record-equaling third time. What a final, what a finish. And it's Derek Evandro who is the hero again. The game-winning three-pointer in Game 1, the game-winning three-pointer here in Game 2 to seal the title for UniCEUB. 5 from downtown tonight for him after 7 from downtown in Game 1. And he can finally put that Champions t-shirt on. Derek Evandro, the 21-year-old, putting in a stellar and mature MVP performance. And perhaps working his way into contention for that Brazilian squad at the Olympics. The final score, San Martín de Corrientes 79, UniCEUB BRB 82, and UniCEUB take Game 2 of the Grand Final to win the Liga Sudamericana for a record-equaling third time. Plenty of praise for the coach as well, Jose Carlos Vidal. Evandro takes the praise on court. The experienced players in this team like Artur Belchor and Guilherme Giovannoni contributing in a huge way too, but there's a new start for UniCEUB, and it's Derek Evandro who had the game of his life, in his words, in Game 1. He might just have bettered it here in Game 2 because he got the shot that got UniCEUB the trophy. A bit of confusion afterwards with the timeout that San Martín de Corrientes still had, but the shot missed at the buzzer by Bolivar. So close. And a fantastic story in the final. And it's the Brazilians who take the trophy. And the Liga Sudamericana remains in Brazilian hands. In this, the 20th season in the competition. There's the final missed shot from Bolivar. UniCEUB with those 19 points from Evandro. They also had 14 from Giovannoni, the captain, 13 from Cipollini. And Giovannoni 1 rebound away from a double-double as well. 14 points, 9 boards. A couple of assists and a block shot for him. And they had 9 points as well from Ronald Reis, who fouled out of the game. And for San Martín de Corrientes, it is so close, but yet so far. 4 in double figures for them. Jeremiah Wood leading the way with 17. 13 for Lascano, the captain. 13 for Siorciari. And 12 for Fierro. Wood actually finishing with a double-double. 17 points, 10 rebounds as well as 3 assists. Came up big in the second half, but not quite big enough. And what a valiant effort from San Martín. Their first appearance in the competition. The missed shot from Bolivar, who can't quite believe how close that was. Really tough to take for the men in yellow as they get ready to receive their runners-up medals. San Martín de Corrientes on the podium, but perhaps not where they dreamt of being. Well, they might not enjoy those medals tonight, but I'm sure they will reflect back in the years to come on how big an effort they put in this tournament. Unbeaten all the way to the final, 6-0, and then just falling short, and only just by the slenderest of margins, against the two-time champions UniCEUB, who came in with a whole host more of experience and know-how, and perhaps even quality with the players that they have on their roster. But San Martín de Corrientes matched them right until the bitter end. And Diego Siorciari putting on a fine performance with 13 points. Receives his medal at the end. And coach Jorge Gonzalez, who's navigated the team this far in their first ever appearance in the competition, can be incredibly proud of his efforts and the efforts of all of those under his charge. The runners-up trophy presented to Matias Lascano, the captain, and held a little reluctantly to the fans. Almost tears in the eyes of Mateo Bolivar after missing that shot. He got the big shot and he finished 1 of 5 from downtown and came within a whisker of taking it to overtime with that final shot, but it's not to be for San Martin de Corrientes as they trudge away here. As close as you can come over 2 games, but they just fall short at the final hurdle in both. Now it's the opportunity for the champions to take to the stage. UniCEUB winning the competition for a 3rd time. And just that one defeat right at the start of the competition in the first round when they were 2-1. They lost to Atenas before then going 3-0 in their semi-final group. Beat a couple of Argentinian sides there in Obras Sanitarios and Quilmes de Mar del Plata, as well as taking down the Uruguayans Melvin. And then they come to the final and they beat San Martin in both games for a record equaling 3rd title. Champions in 2010, champions in 2013, champions in 2015. UniCEUB BRB and Derek Evandro, the hero for them in both games. The MVP award for him was inevitable. What a performance in game 1. 28 points, 7 assists and 2 steals. 7 of 9 from downtown. And then here in game 2, 19 points with, I think, just about all of them coming in the second half. 5 of 8 from downtown. 3 assists and a couple of steals as well. A few more big performances for UniCEUB. The 14 points of Giovannoni, the captain. What a race there, had 9 and then fouled out of the game late on. Wasn't there for that big photo finish. Giovannoni with just 1 rebound away from a double-double. A couple of assists and a block for him. Finished 5 of 8 from the field. They had double figures as well from Cipollini, 13 points. 5 of 7 from the field for him. It was as tight can be. Well, all that's left to do is those winning medals get wrapped around the necks of UniCEUB. BRB is now to present the Liga Sudamericana trophy. They tie level with Atenas as the most successful club in this competition's history, their 3rd title, but all 3 have come since 2010. Winners for the first time in 2010, winners again a couple of years ago in 2013. And Giovannoni, the MVP in those first 2 finals, holds the trophy here in 2015 UniCEUB, 3-time Liga Sudamericana champions. They can celebrate in this competition again, back to the top of the podium. The dominant force in South American basketball once more. And I'm sure Giovannone will be more than happy now to pass on that MVP trophy and that MVP role to the emerging Derek Evandro, who has been such a talent in this tournament. Giovannone, the veteran now, after leading the team to those first 2 titles, and then a huge part in the third, but it's Evandro this time who will write the headlines. It's been a pleasure having your company in Corrientes. I'll leave you now with these shots of UniCEUB BRB, the Liga Sudamericana champions in 2015, celebrating with the trophy.
Fíjate que el técnico también es el mismo que saludamos allá en regata. ¿Viste? Sos un mentiroso.